Ladies and gentlemen, as much as the ability to answer well during the start of the interview is important, how you end the interview is also equally important. One of the classic questions that people tend to ask at the end of the interview is, rate your interview. Now, if this question has been asked, you need to understand either you have rocked the interview or you have actually messed up the interview. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's try to understand how do we answer this. Quite often when we ask such a question, the person who is giving the interview tends to either nod the head saying that I have done well, or say the fact that, look, I am disappointed. Ladies and gentlemen, show the fact that you are logical. One of the things that companies are looking for is to understand whether you are logical or not. How do I project the fact that I am logical? One of the very important things is project to the company that you are logical. How do you show the fact that you are logical? Ladies and gentlemen, one of the best ways of showing the fact that you are logical is to give yourself a scale. For example, why don't you evaluate yourself in a scale of 10? So the moment you do so, you are objectivizing your performance. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a positive attribute. Remember what I keep saying, at the end of the day, it's not just about answering, it's about selling. How do I maximize my benefit? Let's look at a situation where I have actually done well in the interview. So if I were to say that I have done well in the interview and probably I'll give myself 9 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, is that a good answer? Yes, that is a good answer, but no, that is not the best of the best answer. One thing is obvious, I'll never give myself 10 out of 10. Why not? The moment you give yourself 10 out of 10, ladies and gentlemen, you are projecting the fact that you're overconfident, and obviously we are not fools to do that. Now, the moment I say 9 out of 10, it does talk about positives, but I'm not selling myself. How do I sell myself? Remember, in the previous answers, we have mentioned about the hard work we have done. We have talked about the homework we have done. Can we borrow something from there? The answer is yes. For example, I can tell the interviewer about the fact that for the last 1 month I have worked hard for the interview. I can talk about the fact that not just that, I have also been working hard for the written test. The moment I do so, ladies and gentlemen, I am reinforcing the same belief. I believe in hard work. So what sort of answer can I come together with? Frankly, I am really very happy. Last 1 month I have been preparing for this interview just because I wanted to get in the company. I have spoken to my seniors who have said amazing things about this company, so I am really looking forward. And the reason why I am very happy is because all the hard work I believe has resulted in me doing this interview well. In a scale of 10, I will probably give myself 9. Ladies and gentlemen, let's critically analyze this answer. Was I able to mention the fact that I have done my homework? Answer is yes. Have I projected the fact that I am excited about my performance? Answer is yes. But not just that, I have done something else. One of the elements I keep saying, a good answer is an answer which forces the other person to ask a question I want him to ask. The moment I give myself 9 out of 10, you bet your life on it, one question can be expected. Why not 10 out of 10? And ladies and gentlemen, the moment that comes, I am already prepared for it. I will come out with the answer that I want to give. Now let's analyze this a little more forward. When someone is asking me this question, I can answer this in 2 ways. One, I can say nobody is perfect, but that is not what I will recommend. The moment you talk about the fact that nobody is perfect, ladies and gentlemen, you are speaking from the negative perspective. Let's always project the positive side of what we are. Let's project the fact that we are optimist, never pessimist. So the same communication I can speak in a positive way as well. In the sense, I can say, I believe there's always a chance of improvement. Now again, a good answer should be elaborated. Why elaborated? The same point as I said earlier, a person who is confident speaks more. So by elaborating it, I am telling the company I am confident. So let's look at this answer again. The question asked is, why not 10 out of 10? Frankly, as I just said, I am really excited about the way I have answered this. And yes, my hard work I know has paid me. But I have always believed the fact that improvement is something that is obvious, that can take place. So if I were to go back and really analyze, I am sure there are going to be some scope of improvement. And that is the reason why I did not give myself 10 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, that will be a fantastic answer. Now let's look at scenario number 2. What if I have messed up my interview? Can I just say that I am disappointed and keep quiet at that? Don't do that. Sometimes it is quite possible that the interview does not go the way you wish it to be. Sometimes, yes, whatever hard work you have put in is not paying you dividend. But at least tell the company that you have put in hard work. Don't give up. Sometimes when you go for a pressure interview, ladies and gentlemen, they will necessarily ask those questions they know you do not know the answers to. So when your interview does not go well, it is not necessarily because you are not good, it is probably because they didn't want the interview to go good. Reason? They want to see how you react under tension. Ladies and gentlemen, therefore do not give up. Nothing is wrong in you coming forward and telling the fact that you tried. Nothing is wrong if you were to talk about the fact that you did your homework. So go ahead and tell them that, yes, you can add the fact that you're disappointed, but do tell them that you fought the game. So how do I change the answer? Obviously, don't smile too much, all right? Frankly, I'm disappointed because I have always wanted to get into this company. And for the last month, I have prepared well, but I know I did not do well. Yes, I really hope that I do get another chance. But having said that, in a scale of 10, I'll probably give myself 6, sir, not more than that. Ladies and gentlemen, let's analyze this. Did I mention the fact that I work hard? Yes. Did I mention the fact that I know I did not do well? Yes. Sometimes it helps to highlight to the company that you understand what reality is. But I did not give myself less marks. I did not give myself 5. I did not give myself 4. Please don't say that your performance was so pathetic as well. Because if you yourself say that the performance was not very good, then you're not giving a chance to the company to even select you. Show your disappointment. But don't ever mention the fact that, look, you did not fight enough. Ladies and gentlemen, interview is about one thing. It's about fighting. I'm reminded of my interview that took place in CRISIL. By the time I went from CRISIL, I was an MBA graduate, of course, from one of the top colleges. I was good and I thought I was a James Bond. When I went inside the interview room, it probably lasted for about 10 to 15 minutes and I realized the fact that I know nothing about finance. Ladies and gentlemen, finance is my adda, it's my area of specialization. But the gentleman who was interviewing me was a great guy. He went on asking questions and really realized the fact that probably I did not know anything. The interview ended, he stands up, he shakes my hand and says, "Thank you so much, Abdullah." And then, ladies and gentlemen, I do something which I'm really proud of. And I really don't know how I did that. I look into his eyes and I say, "Sir, I really don't know what went wrong. I am good, but probably today was not my day." I shake hands, confidently walk out. You know what happens? I get the call. And yes, I do work under him for quite a few years. And sometimes later, when he became a friend of mine, I did ask him this question: "Why did you select me?" He said, "You fought." Ladies and gentlemen, interview is about that. Interview is about your ability to project the positives. Yes, negatives are going to be there. There are going to be times these negatives are going to hinder your performance. Do not give up. At the end of the day, everything is relative. Maybe your interview did not go well, but maybe, ladies and gentlemen, there's also a possibility, nor did others. So if your interview was better than what your competition is, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, you still have a chance. Fighting is what we are looking for. And ladies and gentlemen, that spirit we need to project. All the very best.